Hello great Indians, this is the first chapter, that is a number system. Previously we have studied about the polynomials, that was the chapter number 2. Okay, so we will start with the first chapter, that is a number system. So in number system basically there are the different numbers we will study, which we have already studied in the lower classes: natural numbers, whole numbers, integers, rational numbers, irrational numbers, real numbers. Okay, so let's start with the number system, right? So let's start with the numbers. What are numbers? Numbers is a mathematical object used to count, measure and label. In everyday life, we used to count the numbers, we used to count the objects, right? We used to count certain things. So these numbers are nothing but the mathematical object used to count, measure and label, right? Next are the categories of the numbers in the real number system. So basically there are 5 categories. First is a natural number, second is a whole number, third is an integer, fourth rational number, fifth is a irrational number. These all numbers are in the category of the real number system. So we will see one by one, right? First is a natural number. Natural numbers are those numbers, are the counting numbers which starts with 1, because generally all the counting numbers which start with the 1. Okay, 1, 2, 3 and so on. So all the counting numbers are called as a natural numbers, right? Next is the whole numbers. Whole numbers are the numbers which starts with 0, right? So if we include the 0 in a natural number set, then it becomes the whole number, right? So whole numbers are those numbers which starts with 0, 1, 2. So we can say that all the natural numbers are whole numbers, right? Because natural number starts with the 1, whole number starts with 0. So whatever may be the numbers which are included in the natural number, that numbers are also included in the whole number. Additionally, 0 is also included, right? Next are integers, right? Integers are those numbers which starts with the which consist of the positive numbers, negative number and 0 also, right? So all the natural number and their opposite, right? What does it means that the all natural number their opposite? 1. What is the opposite of 1? Minus 1. What is the what is the opposite of 2? Minus 2. So these all are the natural number and their opposites are also present. So that's why I have written the statement: all the natural number, their opposite and 0 also, right? So all the natural number, their opposites and 0, this all set consists of, these all sets are called as a integers. Clear? Next is the integer number line. Integer number line, which this number line is used to represent the integers on this line. It starts with a 0 because 0 is in the center. 0 is neither positive nor negative. From the right hand side of the 0 there are the positive integers. From the left side of the 0 there are the negative integers. So all the integers we can represent it on this number. So let's do the recapitulation question. State true false for the following statement. First is every natural number is whole number, right? Yes, every natural number is a whole number because all the numbers which are included in the natural number, that all numbers are included in the whole number also. Let's take the simple example 2. 2 is a natural number and 2 is a whole number also, right? So every natural number is a whole number. But second question, every whole number is a natural number? No, because every whole number is not a natural number, because whole number starts with 0. Let's take the simple example 0. 0 is a whole number but 0 is not a natural number. So second statement, B question is false. Third, every whole number are integers. Are agreed? Every whole numbers are integers. Yes, every whole numbers are integers, right? It is true statement. Let's take the simple example 0. 0 is a whole number and 0 is an integer also, right? So every whole numbers are integers, right? So this is the recapitulation questions. Next is rational numbers. Let's talk about the rational number. The numbers which can be written in the fractions, right? Which can be written in the fraction a by b form, but b should not be equal to the 0. So if you write any numbers in the fraction, then that numbers are called as a rational number, where a is an integer, b is also an integer, but b should not be equal to the 0, right? Some examples are given below. 2 is a simple natural number, but 2 can be written as a 2 by 1. So 100% 2 is also a rational number, right? So these are the examples of the rational number. Next our question is 0 a rational number? Yes, 0 is also a rational number because 0 can be written in the form 0 upon 1. Because 0 upon 1 is nothing but the same form. So 0 is 100% rational number, as 0 can be written in the fraction. Therefore 0 is a rational number. Next is the irrational number. If a number which cannot be written in the fractions, right? If a number which cannot be written in the fraction, then these numbers are called as the irrational number. Some examples are given below. Root 2, what is the value of root 2? 1.41412, so and so on. Pi, because the exact value of pi we don't know, right? So these are all the examples of irrational number. Root 2, root 3, so on, right? So these are the examples of irrational number. Let's talk about the terminating and non-terminating decimals. Terminating decimal, because terminating and non-terminating decimals we will see in the brief in the next session, right? So what are terminating? Terminating decimals comes to an end after a number of decimal places. It means that if we divide a certain number with the some number, if the remainder is 0, then it is called as a terminating decimal. Non-terminating is a never-ending decimal, right? Let's take the example 1 by 3. If you divide 1 by 3, the remainder never becomes 0. Then the numbers are called as a non-terminating. In the first case, if we divide 25 by 4, the answer is 6.25. So 100%, if the remainder is 0, then it is called as a terminating. If the remainder is not equal to 0, then it is called as a non-terminating, right? So these are some examples of terminating and non-terminating, right? So we will see later in the next session. So this is the classification chart, right? Which we have studied, right? This is summary chart. This is a natural number which starts with 1, 2, 3 and so on. Next is a whole number which starts with 0, 1, 2, 3, so on. Integers consist of positive numbers, negative numbers and 0 also. A rational number which can be written in the fraction, right? So every natural number is a whole number, every whole number is an integer, and every integers are the rational number, right? So rational number, we will see the classification of the rational number later. What are basically the rational number, right? And irrational number are those numbers which cannot be written in the fraction. And both rational number and irrational number, this both set are called as a real number, right? So we will start with the natural number. Every natural number is a whole number, every whole number is an integer, every integer is a rational number. And the combination of the rational and the irrational, these two combinations are called as a real numbers, right? So what are real numbers? Real numbers are those numbers which consist of the rational number also and irrational number also. So we will see in the next session how the terminating decimals are there and non-terminating decimals are there, how we can classify the terminating and non-terminating decimals, how we can represent the irrational number into the number line, right? These all things we will study in the next session. So this was the basic introductory session of the number system. What are numbers? What are the classifications of numbers, right? So we will see later in the next session.